Hey YouTube, I'm gonna do a little triple cold start here. First up is my 2014 Dodge Ram. I drove it earlier today, but it's like 13 degrees. And it's been sitting for 5 or 6 hours. So you can see, fucking camera would focus, 13 degrees. Fire right up. 13. Oh, god damn it. It was cold. I just got brand new tires put on today and they didn't inflate the back ones enough, so I got the low pressure, which is stupid because I don't want 80 psi in it while I'm empty. It's another thing I love this Dodge, but there's a couple little things that are kind of stupid the way they design shit. So, and this is my old Tahoe. It's actually Mom's now. It's an 03. It's got like 160 or 70,000 miles. This nose deep. Fuck. It's gonna go over my ankle, but oh well. Ah! And this thing hasn't been drove for quite a while because she's afraid to drive in the dark or whatever. So, see, that one says 17. Shut up. It didn't do bad. See, this one's dead cold too. Alright, and then that actually started right up. It's supposed to get down to like 2 tonight, but now they're saying it's going to be more like 8, so I don't know if it's going to get much colder than what it is right now. And then the third one, so I have a 2016 Polaris 570 Sportsman, and it hasn't been started in a couple days here, so fuck, I'm not gonna be able to do it. Hold on, I'm gonna pause. Okay, had I been thinking, I would have unlocked this door before I tried to film. I got shit scattered all over my shop. Put a leveling kit on that Dodge, and it's been too fucking cold out here to really put everything back. So now, last time I started this thing and it was cold, it did kind of struggle a little bit. So I'll let the fuel pump prime. Maybe I'll do it twice. You gotta let's see here. You gotta lock the brake or it won't start, or hold the brake low. What that means. This thing's fuel injected and it still runs like a fucking carbureted. You piece of shit. Fucking bitch. Alright, well there's a triple start video. If it does get down to 6 or 4 or whatever the fuck it's supposed to be later, this is in Oregon, kind of by the Dalles, Oregon, I will maybe do it again, but everything fired up pretty good. I was kind of surprised. I was really surprised in how short the, intake heater relay lasted on that Dodge. I figured it would last a lot, run a lot longer, but yeah. My 08 had the tire, the TPMS thing too, but you know, you could just bypass or basically tell it I want less pressure because I'm not pulling a trailer. And I don't know why FCA or Ram decided, god damn, it's hard doing one hand. Oh, you bitch. Why they decided that we needed to have the tire pressure at 80 psi when I'm not hauling any weight in it. It just doesn't make much sense to me, but you know, whatever. I imagine some kind of lawyer or government bullshit that mandated them to. Fucking master locks froze up though. There we go. This is my other little project. I already got snow on my feet. Fuck it. So I put this outside so I could do my leveling kit, and then it snowed like a bitch. So this is a 1974 Rennell, a 17-footer. I had this boat for a couple years, and I ran it, and the guy who had it before me put a bunch of carpet and shit in it, and I ripped everything out, and the wiring had been kind of, you know, jimmy rigged together. You see there's no engine in it. Well, that's where the engine's supposed to be. And so anyway, I did a bunch of work to it, started rewiring it, and then, you know how life gets, I just got busy and didn't have the money and didn't have the time and kind of just didn't give a shit anymore. So sold it to a friend. He took it to a mechanic to kind of finish off the project that I started, and found out I had a cracked block, and I had the 2.5 Iron Duke, 120 horsepower. So he sat on it for a while, and then he sold it back to me for almost nothing. So I pulled the engine out. I guess I probably should have showed you that in the shop, but fuck it, I'm not going to go unlock it. But now I have to get a new motor for it. So I was going to change it to an outboard, but I was going to do like a 115 Mercury 4-stroke, but I mean, the engine's more, you know, 4 times what that boat's worth. So I'm just going to put a new 2.5 in it. I'm going to paint it. The hull's going to be light gray up there, and then it's going to be a black bottom, and then I'm going to have like a red boot stripe along there. And inside I ripped all the carpet out and painted it, but I didn't clean the deck very well, like an idiot, so the paint didn't stick. So I'm going to have to sand it all down and I'm going to do some non-skid. West Marine's got a pretty good stuff that's already mixed. And I'm going to get a towing cover for it, so it'll go, you know, once that window's flipped over, like I should have done. But like I said, there's nothing in it right now. It's just a bare hull, so I'm not really worried about anything getting wet. I'm going to have a tarp made to go. It's got snaps all around it, so like a towing one. I can stow it. And I think it's Bentley's. And Milwaukee, Oregon, it's like $500, $520 or something to get one built. So I'm gonna do that. I mean, the trailer's really nice. It's a 98. I put brand new tires on it before I sold it to him, and I towed it up to Washington and back out here. So it's got, I don't know, maybe 300 miles on those tires. So I mean, it's still a good boat. I just gotta get that engine out, or get a new engine for it. So if anybody knows a good place to get an engine for that, let me know. I found a place in Vegas, and I think he wanted, it's gonna be about $2,000, I think, or $2,300 with shipping for a long block, but that has no tin on it, so I have to transfer all the shit from mine. But it's got a head and a crank and pistons and a hotter cam in it for an extra $100, so it'll be like 130 or 40 horsepower. But yeah, anyway, so there's I guess I could show you the tires and wheels I put on. I still have the stock ones. I think I'm gonna just put those on Craigslist or something. They're 18s. That's another gripe while I'm at it. You know, I've had a bunch of Dodges. I've had a 2000 diesel, had an 04 diesel. It's just like this, but it's black, and it was a 6-speed, not automatic. I had a an 06 half-ton, an 08 3/4 ton diesel long bed, and it's my 14. And I paid $45,000 or something like that. And the fucking tires, I mean, this thing has 21,000 miles on it. And those are the front tires. These Firestones are garbage. You think for... I got it from Dave Smith and Kellogg, so... And you can see the wear bars right there. You know, it's already down there. And I don't spin them or anything. I rotated them. I got kind of lazy towards the end because I saw how they're wearing. It just didn't make a difference anymore. But 21,000 miles for $50,000. And that's all I get. Come on, Chrysler. You know, put some BFGs on here or some Goodyears or something that'll last. 20,000 miles, well, I'm not even towing anything. You know, I don't tow a big heavy trailer or anything. I've towed that boat. And I towed my girlfriend's car, my ex-girlfriend, when we bought this. She also bought a Dodge Dart, and I put it on a U-Haul and pulled it down here to Oregon. But there's just no reason why they should be that worn out. Fuck, I don't know what, my mom's an idiot. She's on disability and stuff, so she lives with me. This is my house. Anyway, this right here, cheap plastic shit. The other day I was loading my quad in here, and you know, sure some of you know it sucks loading into, especially a tall truck. And even though I had the ramp strapped on, it was icy and snowing, the fucking ramp slipped and I crashed and fell off and quad fell on me. It just sucked ass. Knocked myself out for a few seconds and broke that. It was like, I don't know, 11 or 12 degrees, something like that, so the plastic was brittle. And I looked around, I found one of these on eBay for like 45 bucks. It'd be nice if I could find a metal diamond plate one, you know, to hold up, but it's just disappointing. Anyway, here's the tires. And it still has the blue on it because the tire place I had to put it on here in the Dalles, their hose is frozen because it's been in, you know, the warmest it's been is about 30 for a week now. So I just got to go back. They said just come back when it warms up and thaws out, and I'll scrub that crap off. But those are 35 1250 17s. Those are 18-inch, like 275 something or other, whatever factory is. So you know, they fit really good. I got the factory flares because this is an Outdoorsman. You know, it sticks out a little bit, but not that bad. It's dirty just because all the sand and everything on the road. You know, here's another little gripe I have. Really, you can't give me a fuel cap? And it's one thing, Dave Smith, a lot of the other dealers you'll see they have this little red plastic cap that goes in there. Dave Smith pulls that out of all of theirs. I don't know why. But I found one on eBay. I think it was a billet aluminum that'll snap in there and keep that clean. I haven't had any problem with water in the fuel or anything, or anything with my DEF, but I don't know. And then here's the front tire. You know, they're not exactly straight, but you can see they don't really stick out that bad. And these are the XDs. I don't really remember the model, but they make an all black one, like an anodized aluminum kind of looking one, and then this black one with the routed. Getting these things was an adventure too. First they sent me the aluminum ones, even though I ordered the black ones, so we shipped those back. And then they sent me like 3 of them, and the other one took like 3 weeks to get here. So it's like, come on guys. But yeah, anyway, so I love these tires. I mean, I only drove probably 20 miles on these today, but usually when I drove down the street, because they didn't plow it very well, I had to be in 4-wheel drive. But when I come in, I pull up over there, back up, and I drove in here in 2-wheel drive, and it didn't even slip. I mean, these BFGs are friggin' awesome. And then these steps are, I hunted around a long time trying to find one that I thought would look good. And I've got like 3 different compliments. I've had people stop me at stoplights and ask where I've got these from. And in case you're curious, they're ICI Magnum, Magnum Research or Magnum RT steps. They make some really nice bumpers and stuff I'm going to do too, because if you look back here, I got home. I work on a tug that goes to Alaska, and I got back one day, and there was snow in my driveway at my other house. It was a steep driveway, and that Tahoe was parked, and all the snow slid off the hood, and I was trying to back in the driveway so I could unload all my gear, and it hit that and started spinning, and like an idiot I got pissed, and even though I was in 4-wheel drive, hit the throttle, spun sideways and hit there's a rock, cement wall over here and cracked right there, and kind of fucked it up right there. But you know, and these cheap bumpers, it went in and hit that. But I'm gonna replace it with, I think I'm gonna replace it with Magnum rear bumper too. They have ones with tow hooks or tow, you know, for shackles, but mine's got the reverse sensors. And I called them and they said, well, with the shackles on there, the sensors will see that shackle, and every time you put it in reverse, they'll start beeping at you unless you override it. So I'm just going to get the flat one, and I am going to mount some lights in it. I'm trying to remember. Oh, the rigid lights, they have flush mount LED. I'm going to cut holes in it and mount them in there. So, yeah, anyway, that was a cold start, or triple cold start. And I hope you guys have a